everybody, welcome to my channel. What I say is my opinion, alleged, and for entertainment purposes only. So let's get into this review of Grown in Gospel, episode 2. Tasha and Elijah is meeting with Bree at a furniture store slash clothes store slash, I don't know what kind of store it is, a vintage store. I think it said vintage. So now I understand why the clothes and stuff was there. So, Bree walks in, and the first thing Elijah says to her is that before we go furniture shopping, we need to go coat shopping. Like, what? What is really happening right now? So Bree looks at the couch. She wants to know how much the couch costs. She sees that it's $1,200, and she was like, oh, we need to go somewhere else because I can't afford that. She said, I need it to look expensive, but I don't need it to cost that much, And Elijah goes in on her like it's the mindset. You need to change your mindset and you need to learn how to manifest. And I'm thinking like he is extra. Like he is going way overboard. Like did anybody find out why she came back to Detroit and what her story is and why her funds is low? And they know she don't have the help of her father, Fred Hammond. So I'm not understanding why all the extraness. So Elijah asks her to take off her coat. He puts this fox around her neck. Tasha put her shades on her and they asked her to walk. And she was like, none of this stuff is me. So they sit her down and she wants to know what's Elijah's legacy because she don't know who Elijah is. She knows Tasha, but she don't know who Elijah really is, right? So Elijah is offended that she don't know who he is. So he said the difference between me and you is that I don't have to live off my family's name. Like what? Why are you going in like that? So Bree was like, listen, I didn't even invite you here. Okay. So Tasha was like, let us help you. And you trust me? She said, I trust you. And she was like, well, whatever I bring, you'll trust, right? And so she says, amen. But Bree's whole thing is what y'all trying to do to me and why I'm not making it in this industry is because people's idea of what I should be is not who I am. And I get that. I get that. So girl, you're going to have to walk in your own lane. I don't know. Like, and another thing that they said is like everything in Detroit is big. So they were saying she need to have on a fur coat and a fur hat and chinchilla and minks and all that stuff. Like all this materialistic stuff coming from a grown child, I can't. I just can't. So I'm assuming this is going to be a Bash Bree trying to get Bree together session episode season. Like this is not going to be cool at all. But keep messing with her and she going to be the breakout star. Okay? Unlike Elijah who's trying to take that shine. Okay? So Elijah is preparing for his music video. He comes out his house with his dog in the snow, in a robe. Like, he's extra, as we can see. He's extra. Okay. I need to know if this is his real life or he's always putting on an act because this seems like an act. So they get to the venue. He pulls up in his sports car and Tasha was like, he's very extra. He's always been that way. If you say that's how he's always been, okay. I think he's turning it up 2 times 4. Okay. So they get into the venue and he's looking around and there's like these balloon arches and he's looking. He said, this is not a baby shower, a blah, blah, blah. Okay. He ends up having a fit over the balloons, like hitting the balloons. It was almost like Mommy Dearest, no wire hangers. Okay. And I was like, what is really going on? So Tasha in her confession was like, I don't know what it is with him and these balloons. But the child, listen, he got to figure that out because that was just crazy. So Tasha talks him off the ledge. He goes backstage and start preparing for his music video. And as he's preparing, he says that he feels lightheaded. So he throws everybody out the dressing room. Everybody leaves and he comes out on the stage and starts singing. He says in his confessional that he's hot. It's hot in there. He has on a fur. He has on leather and the lights are hot. Next thing you know, he passes out. Everybody run to the stage except Jay Brooks. Jay Brooks was like, he's always playing that. It can't be for real. Everybody thought he was joking. I guess he's a jokester too. And he's extra, extra. And then everybody ran up to the stage and they realized it was real. So they called the emergency ambulance, 911. He comes out of, him fainting. He was like, they let him know that he passed out. He said he didn't remember passing out. All he wanted to do is finish his music video. So they take him out and they have everybody sitting there. They show him walking back in the door. According to Jay Brooks, it's 3 hours later. They said they had to give him 6 bags of IV. And Tasha was like, you know how long it would take to get 6 bags of IV? They said he has got to be extra or whatever. But he's still content on trying to finish this video. So Jay Brooks, Tasha, and Nakia meet up at Dr. Dorinda Clark Cole's house. Okay, the sanctified, holy church, to play a game of tongue. They about to gamble in the sanctified house, okay? Jay Brooks let us know that the church frowns upon gambling, but he said he's never read anything about gambling in the Bible. Interesting. We all know that some church folk, I ain't speaking about all church folk, but they interpret the Bible to fit their narrative. So, but anyway, that's just my opinion. Okay. So then they bring up Elijah falling out at his performance. Apparently he didn't eat nothing because he didn't want his stomach to look bloated. How vain is that? Okay. He didn't want to have to stop the video to go to the bathroom, is what Tasha said. So they said that although they feel like Elijah passed out, they felt like he milked that. They what's her name? Tasha said he's Elijah do too much kinda. So I guess they used to his antics. Child, it's just too much though. So Tasha ends up asking Jay Brooks what's going on with Bree. So Jay Brooks says he don't really know what's going on with her. I think he knows, but he didn't tell her business, which I could appreciate. So they pretty much saying that, she used to be on tour all the time with her dad, and then she did background singing, and she feels like her father hindered her career. So Tasha was like, listen, you can't keep blaming everything on your father. What's happening to you now is because of you. And Jay Brooks said at 19, yeah, maybe 25, but at 34, you can't blame your father. So Nakia says she looks like she has great potential. And Jay Brooks said it, when have you known potential to make you money? And that's the truth, okay? So Tasha was like, she got to work hard to get what she wants. And listen, it's true. If you got to believe in yourself more than anybody else, and once you believe in yourself, then people will start believing in you. So I can agree with them on that. So Jay Brooks meets up with Shayna Wilson Williams. She's another gospel singer. I was wondering who that sixth person was on the damn photo. Okay. Excuse my damn, but I was wondering who that was. So they meet up to have, I guess, lunch or brunch. She said Jay Brooks is like a brother to her. She's known him since he was about 16. Since they were she was about 16. So apparently, Tasha and Nakia approached Shayna. I hope I'm saying her name right. About Shayna saying stuff about Tasha and her husband's marriage. Here we go with the gossiping. And Jay Brooks is playing the middleman or the peacemaker in between all of this. This part right here, see, this is the gossipy stuff I'm talking about. I mean, it's human nature, but what did she actually say? When did it actually happen? There's some pieces missing. I got questions. Help me out. I mean, Shayna didn't really do a good job at explaining what actually happened. And then Jay Brooks is in his confessional saying that she can play the victim. So what's really going on? So Jay Brooks wants to set up a meeting so that they could talk, get it all out the air, put it on the table, and leave it at the table. Shayna says she's going to pray on it. And Jay Brooks was like, at least it's not a fast no. Child, I can't. Elijah ends up at this store that has like fur coats, and the guy that's at the store is his stylist. I don't know if he works the store, if that's his store. I'm assuming that's his store because he said he creates stuff for other artists. And then in his confessionals, he said he needs to bring Bree there because her style is not artist level. Like, this is too much. You spending way too much time on Bree. Focus on your album and your single coming out. Like, why are you so pressed about Bree? So he said he's going to get her a gift for her birthday. He's going to buy her a fur coat, okay? He said anything would look better than her and her non-West boots. This is what I'm talking about, child. The materialistic stuff, child. Did you find out her story? Okay, wait. He made it seem like he was going to buy her a fur coat, only to find out he going to gift her with a photo shoot. And he going to have his stylist come in and style her. Oh, I can't. Buy her the coat, though. Since you so swaggy, buy her the coat. So they're at Bree's birthday party. It looked like it's at a church, maybe the church basement, okay? The overflow room, I'm not sure. Nobody's there. Elijah was first, then in walks Tasha and Nakia. And the party planners there. Okay. So they're criticizing Bree's birthday party. Okay, I'm starting to feel like all these scenes is a setup. That's all I'm gonna say right there. So Shayna walks into Bree's party. She says hello to Elijah. They hug. She turns and say hey to Tasha and Nikki, and they ain't say nothing to her. So they staring. They have the eye staring contest. What is really going on? Tasha says she still has a wall up for Shayna. So Jay Brook in his confessional was like, I don't know if she invited her family to this party, but he said that's a clue as to the type of support she gets, and that's sad if that is the case. But I still feel like these scenes are set up just for the cast. Okay, but that's just me. I ain't gonna say all scenes because Nakia's birthday party was full of her family. So let me take that back. So Bree decides to present a song to the group. So Bree starts singing. She actually sounds nice. And of course, Elijah said Bree can sing, but it's about her showmanship. And can I just say, as much mess as I talk about Elijah, that vest was dope, I have to say. Okay, anyway, back to Bree. Even Tasha said that Bree sounds amazing, but it's her delivery. So now she understands why Jay is asking for everybody to help her out. She needs help. So after Bree's song, they give her gifts. Tasha give her cash. Elijah brought her some Yves Saint Laurent boots. All right, Elijah. Okay, I take back what I said. Okay, you got that one. Just as I was giving him accolades, he tells Bree to take off her dusty boots. Like, are you serious? He doing too much. I just want to know what his obsession is with Bree. Is it because she came with the blonde hair and you got the blonde hair? I need to know. So we didn't see Nakia give a gift or the other lady, but whatever. They sit at the table. She blowing out her birthday cake. They sing her this cute little song. Elijah has a plate on top of her head, smushing it on top of her head. Jay Brooks said he takes it too far. He don't know when to stop. Child, he doing too much. And in Elijah's confessional, he's still talking about her style. Like, this is about to get old. We know you don't like the way she dressed. So they're cleaning up for her after her party or whatever. Elijah goes over and put her boots in the garbage. Bree was very offended. And I'm not mad at her starting to cry. Because he don't know probably what it took for her to get those doggone boots. She's having a hard time right now. Who cares you bought her Yves Saint Laurent? You don't know what she went through to get those boots. This is why I keep saying, did you find out what her story is? So Bree is in her car crying. Tasha and Nakia decides to go talk to her. We find out that because Elijah's a man, it's triggering her and her daddy issues that she had with her father. She feels like Elijah doing that with her boots takes her back to her not being good enough for her dad and the decisions that she make. And with Elijah, it's with her style and it's not good enough. And it's coming from a man, which makes her feel like her father must be looking at her the same way. Or he sums her up the same way. That was the end of the episode. It started with a bunch of buffoonery, but like I said, Bree might be the breakout star, okay? Because she got this story to tell, okay? Anyway, like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you know when my next video comes out. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.